Okay, this is Mario once again, and I'm doing a video on this Anycubic i3 Mega because I wanted to point out some of the things that I kind of miss in some of the new machines that have been coming out lately. We are in November 2023, and I was looking for a larger footprint machine that can also print tall structures. This is a 220 by 220 by 220 dimensions, maybe a little bit smaller than that when you start printing things, but I am in need of a 300 by 300 by 400 in height, and so I was looking online to see what machines are out there, and sure enough, all of the machines that are out there for about under $500 are such that they share the same architecture, open frame architecture, with the power supply kind of loose on the bottom. They take the control on the side. It's very, very distracting in my point of view. I'm of the opinion that a 3D printer should have this type of an enclosure here. It's very clean. It's got a touch sensitive screen. There are no knobs here, and it's very clean. All the electronics are enclosed, and this becomes the base, which also supports the tower here and the gantry. Very, very solid machine, and that's one of the reasons why I bought these Anycubics. This is one of the first ones that came out. As soon as this machine came out, I bought it, and so this is one of the first machines that has finally developed a problem with the power supply. I've had this machine for so many years, and it's been a great machine. Aside from the typical things that you have to replace, the bottom tube, the heater, the nozzles, it's been a really, really great machine. I have not done any modifications to this one other than putting some lights underneath there and making a better a cable system here, because the original one did fray and finally gave out, and so I made this from silicone wire. And ever since then, the machine has been running great until now. That now it needs a power supply. So I'm about to take this apart and take the power supply and replace the capacitors, because when the temperature starts going down and you're not maintaining consistent temperature, that's a sign that the power supply is not providing the 12 volts, to the circuitry that heats and maintains control of the heater. And so that's happened to me before on some other machines that are newer versions. Actually, those newer versions, the power supplies went out a lot faster. And so what I did with those power supplies is I replaced the capacitors and the same power supplies, and I put them back on. And so I'm about to do the same with this machine. I just ran a voltage check on the power supply, and sure enough, it's reading 7.6 volts instead of 12.6. The way it, typically you're a little bit over the 12 volt target. It's just because when you start pulling 12 volts from all the circuitry, you're going to drop that voltage slightly. So it's better to run it slightly higher. So I'm about to do that, but in the meantime, I wanted to talk about this machine, the architecture, and unfortunately, I cannot find any machine that is even close to this architecture here with this base here. Everything is open structure, very, very much similar to that machine right there. That's a monoprice Mini 10 that I bought just to have it next to my desk so that I can print parts really quick. It's a nice little machine. Same thing, touch sensitivity. One of the reasons why I bought this machine also, besides the cost, is this was I got this on a special. It was very, very inexpensive. I think it was like $100 that I bought this machine. At the time that I bought it, I've had this for maybe 3 years, I think. And it came with this touch-sensitive screen. It's a little bit nicer than this Anycubic in terms of the way they laid it out, but it still has kind of similar architecture, but that's an open frame architecture. Aside from the touch-sensitive panel, which is one piece with no knobs. I don't like controllers that have knobs. I have some of those on my own machines that I ended up using because those controllers, I had to buy those controllers separately, and I don't want to invest on a much higher end controller for those machines, because those machines are kind of prototypes. but I don't like the dials, because you have to, search with the dial and then click and then go back with the dial. And so this is a lot quicker. You just, touch and you're ready to go, and it keeps it clean. You can clean this, with a just with a cloth, and not have to worry about the dials being in the way, or worry about having the controller separate than the machine, and everything's open structure. So unfortunately, there are no machines like this, that have this particular structure here, and that's why I decided to fix this machine. I was going to sell these machines and buy new ones, but considering what I just pointed out in this video, I am going to keep these machines. They're great machines. They have made I've made thousands of parts for fun, and also for my I bought them to do my products. A lot of the parts that I make for my ultra lights, micro lights, auto gyros, helicopters, you name it. All the parts that I've done have been done on these machines, and I bought a few more of them, just to spread the load and have parts manufactured quickly. But I do have, like I said, my own machines, Core XY machines. So you can see those videos on my YouTube channel. Go check them out. I have one Core XY that's very unique. Nobody has done something similar, and I did that. I just haven't had the time to finish that. But in considering that now I'm looking for a machine that's 300 by 300 by 400 in height, and really liking this architecture and not finding something similar to this architecture, I have been considering customizing one of these machines to take a 300 by 300 bed, and extending the height, so that it gives me 400 millimeters in height. So that's where I'm at with these machines. Like I said, I'm about to fix the power supply, and I can't say enough about these Anycubic i3 Megas. Unfortunately, in manufacturing, it seems like the world has gone from good stuff, solid, well made, to worse. None of this modern stuff impressed me. In fact, it's like going backwards. From a machine like this with a solid base, you're going with these aluminum structures, kind of two little sticks, for towers, and then sticks for a base. And there's no enclosure that encloses the electronics that the way it should be done, in my opinion. So unfortunately, that's the nature of the world we live in. So it's better to keep good machines, and if you can fix them, fix them. It's Mario with my Microflight. If you're like me or have a similar mentality, put it in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up. Thanks.